And now, the Season 3 premiere of Privates, with an episode called In the Hole.
Hello, I'm Jake Cotton. They call me a dick or private eye, sometimes both. Things have been complicated recently, to say the least. I'm working for my girlfriend's father, my boss, Wayne Bench, while also secretly snitching on him for the federal government. I never thought of myself as a rat, but let's hope a snitch in time saves 9, or at least 2. Myself and my lover, Dame Judy Bench. Wayne has promised to leave Judy alone as long as I help him cover up his crimes. He'd better keep his end of the bargain, or I'll find a way to end him. I'm also saddled with a partner I don't want, Frank Berry, who is dating the mother Judy doesn't always want, Dame Cordelia Bench. Let's just say Frank's one berry that's a bit too ripe for me. It's enough to unsettle your stomach, though as we begin this chapter of the story, I'm attempting to fulfill more than one hunger at a fancy restaurant.
Oh, Jake, this place is lovely.
As are you, Judy.
I'll be even lovelier on your floor.
The floor, the counter, that booth in the corner if our dinner takes any longer to arrive.
You know just what to say, Jake Cotton.
I'm smooth as butter. Speaking of, doesn't this place have any rolls?
We've been on a roll lately, spreading-wise.
Yes. It doesn't seem like we've ever gotten along, butter.
Which begs the question, are you going
I
to
don't
ever...
beg.
Sure you do. I make you beg all the time.
Like a puppy, but not at dinner.
Get a doggy bag and I'll prove you wrong.
Woof, woof.
But, Jake,
Excuse me, Judy. I'm going to the bar to get us some drinks.
We have drinks right here.
Mine's almost gone.
Is not. Why, it's almost...
See? Gone. And now I will be, I'll be too, but only briefly.
Well, hurry back. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Jake moves through the crowded restaurant and finds an empty seat at the corner of the bar. A sharply dressed bartender approaches.
What can I get you, sir?
Some privacy would be nice.
Afraid I can't do that. We're the nanny state and all that.
Should you be talking like that out loud, Agent Gardner?
I didn't realize you were telepathic.
I just mean someone might hear.
Relax, Jake. I do this for a living, remember? I know how to be discreet.
And yet, you're crashing my date.
Wait a fig, I asked you to meet me here. I didn't tell you to bring the broad.
It seemed easier to blend in with her on my arm.
I doubt she's ever blended in anywhere. Scotch?
Sure, blended. And point taken. What do you need from me?
A whole lot. But today, I'll settle for the location of Tommy Two Toes.
Sounds like a sloth. Never heard of him, or his pair of little piggies.
Your boss sure has. He's a rival, and he seems to have disappeared more completely than that drink I just poured you. Slow down.
Are you worried about my drinking? Because I can still do my job.
I'm worried about Tommy Two Toes.
Why do they call him that anyway?
Unfortunate accident with a wood chipper in his youth.
Not an accident.
And he wasn't a youth.
Why do you care about the whereabouts of a criminal anyway?
Hard to arrest someone you can't find, Jake.
Sounds like the problem may have taken care of itself.
If you can involve yourself in the cleanup, you can bring us evidence.
I can't exactly just walk in
What's
and...
taking so long? Is this wench bothering you, Jake?
Judy! No, she's just having trouble keeping my glass full.
I can see that. Switch him to a soda, barkeep.
Scotch and soda.
Hold the scotch.
Coming right up.
Jake, you can't keep avoiding my question. I just want to know...
Oh, boy, am I glad I found you!
I am not.
Me neither, Frank. Gonna need that scotch to be unheld.
Well, sorry to interrupt your date, Jake,
Not
but
yet, but you are going to be.
we've got an important case that we can't wait another minute on.
This is his night off, Frank.
Well, sorry. This is the big client. The biggest. You know, big.
All right, Frank. I'm sorry, Judy.
This has been happening a lot lately.
More fighting, more making up. Am I right?
I guess so. See you at home.
Not if I see you first.
I'll give you a little preview of what you're going to see when you get there.
Your soda?
Oh, that's one way to pop your top.
Oh, miss, this is a classy restaurant. I must ask you to keep your breasts in your dress at all times.
Well, you're no fun. But I will be, Jake. If you make it back before I fall asleep, that is.
I definitely will.
Jake, we really...
Okay, Frank, I'm coming.
And I will be soon, too. With or without you.
Outside the restaurant.
What's the big hurry, Frank?
We've got a body to bury.
Another one? Doesn't he have grunt workers for that?
He does, but I'm afraid he considers us among them.
I thought we'd be doing things more in line with detective work.
Well, I'm sure we will, but tonight he told us to get this done. And he said with this one, we have to be extra careful.
I know a spot. Where's the...
In my trunk.
I should have guessed. Give me the keys. I'm driving.
Your breath smells a little
I
heavy.
said I'm driving.
Here you go.
It was a short drive to the active quarry. A bit of a risk, leaving the corpse in a shallow spot I knew would soon be piled over with dirt and rocks. Someday, they may choose to move that pile, but I was counting on being long out of this business by then. Besides, I was eager to burrow back into Judy's business, and the only way that was going to happen was if I took a shortcut. Speaking of cutting short, Frank was getting on my nerves more and more every day, but until this job was over, I was stuck with him.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
We're burying a body. Is that ever a good idea?
All right, lay off. I'm just relaying orders.
In that case, I could use a burger and fries. You pulled me away before we got our food.
Well, let's just get this over with and we can hit a drive-through.
This is quite a whopper.
Yeah, it took a six-pack of us to stuff him in.
Well, I didn't think a small fry like... He's still alive?
Oh, goodness shakes, I didn't know.
Boy, does my head hurt.
I can imagine.
Look, hey, what's the big idea? You two's got me locked in a trunk. Oh, my boys are gonna murder you's good.
Oh, bad news. Your boys have no idea you're here.
Hey, they won't stop at nothing till they get me back.
Well, they can't ever get you back if you're dead.
What do you want? Money? I got money.
How much?
This isn't about money.
Yeah.
We're just doing it. We're just doing a job here.
Then you're businessmen. I can work with the businessmen.
You just threatened us.
That was before I realized you brought me out here to kill me.
What'd you think we were doing before?
Jake, we gotta finish the job and get out of here.
Finish the job? Oh, go ahead, Frank. You end him.
Oh, me? Oh, no, I really couldn't. That sounds a little more like your department.
I'm not murdering anyone. I agreed to bury a body, not make one.
Well, we gotta get rid of him one way or another.
But I ain't dead.
You soon will be. Now, let's just put him in alive and let nature take its course.
My men will avenge me.
Only if they find this, which they won't.
Untie me and say that to my face.
It's not gonna work. You can't goad us into untying you.
Come on. Everybody has a prize. What's yours?
Well, it's too rich for your blood, because if we don't bury you, ours is going to be spilled.
Listen, you know who I am.
I don't need to know who you are.
Yeah, we have our orders, and that's enough.
I'm Tommy Two-Toes. I'm a powerful man.
Oh, my God. Not only did they give us a live one, but a mob boss to boot. This isn't good.
You had the right idea. We'll bury him as is. Whatever happens after that isn't on us.
All right. Well, come on, Jake.
Oh, 1 second. Judy's calling.
Well, I don't hear anything.
You think I came to bury a body and left my ringer on? Be right back. Oh, missed it. I'll call her back. Hello, Judy? Yes. No, I'm obviously not home yet. If you could see where I am, you sure wouldn't want to be here. Yeah, I'm gonna freeze my toes off out here. Or 8 of them, anyway.
Hey, what's that supposed to be?
Well, it is cold.
I'll just be a little longer. Gonna get my hands dirty, but I know I'm under a deadline with you. I'll be home soon. Love you, too.
Oh, how sweet. Now, can we get this done?
Gentlemen, this really isn't necessary. We could come to some sort of arrangement.
Did you bring the shovels, Frank?
They're, under him.
Scoot!
This isn't gonna end well for yous.
Tough guy or beggar. Pick one lane and stick to it.
You seem like reasonable men.
Oh, we are. That's why we're going to do this and move on with our lives.
It doesn't sound reasonable to me. Have you killed a guy before?
As a matter of fact, no.
Well, it sticks with you. Not something you easily recover from. You don't want to do this to yourselves.
I'll sleep just fine. Let's get digging.
A short time later.
Okay, he's in the hole. Fill it in.
Oh, Jake, I don't know if I can do this. Look at him.
Here. Covered him with my jacket. Now you can't see his face.
Well, that doesn't make it much better. I can still hear him.
Let's bury him quick and get out of here. Face last.
What? Why? He'll be alive longer.
That's what Wayne would want.
You're sick, Jake. Just sick.
Then get in the car and I'll do it myself.
No, I'll take you up on that.
It was a nerve-wracking and back-breaking night. Not to mention, I knew I wasn't getting that jacket back, and those things don't just grow on trees, you know. But, as usual, Frank was as easy to play as a fiddle. Distract him into looking one way while I do my sleight of hand on the other. And this night turned out better than I could have hoped. Shortly after we pulled away from the scene of the burial,
Oh, don't be a baby. You had plenty of air under that jacket, and he barely covered you with dirt.
Listen, I could give you the description of the guys who did this.
I already know who they are. I'm more interested in you.
What do you want? A job? A payment?
For now, I want you to remain silent. In fact, you have the right to. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Aw, shit.
And elsewhere.
Daddy, you have to stop this.
Stop what, Junebug?
Pulling Jake away whenever we have a romantic evening.
Pardon me for not liking the idea of that man having relations with my daughter.
I am a grown woman, and frankly, it's none of your business.
Fine. Let me know when you have plans with him, and I won't send for him unless it's an emergency.
Not even then.
You drive a hard bargain.
You owe me.
All right, honey. You can have it your way. He's your toy first.
Damn right he is.
How will Jake keep up his balancing act? Will he figure out Judy is back in contact with her father? Is Frank really so gullible? I mean, yeah, the last one's obvious, but for the rest, come back next time for another episode of Privates.
It's All Been Done Radio Hour, number 463, Privates, episode 14, In the Hole. This episode was written by Jerome Wetzel and directed by Samantha Stark. It starred Keith Jackson as Jake Cotton, Shane Stefanchik as Frank Barry, Kristin Green as Dame Judy Bench, Megan Overholt as Mary-Louise Gardner, Chase McCants as Wayne Bench, Darren Esler as Tommy Two-Toes. This episode was narrated by Darren Esler. Our Foley artist was Megan Overholt. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our music director is Kristin Green, with theme songs composed by Nathan Haley with lyrics by Jerome Wetzel. This podcast was edited by Trulie Awesome Productions. Be sure to check out our website at IABDpresents.com and be sure to thank us, like we do, Boxland, our host performance space. Thanks, guys. And don't forget to support us at Patreon by going to patreon.com/IABD. A mere $5 donation gets you access to past and upcoming raw audio, to our monthly shows with exclusive performances, bloopers, short stories, and more. I'm interested. So that's $5. Go to patreon.com/IABD. Thanks for listening, guys, and have a great week.
It's All Been Done presents
Who's Got the Time?